Did Ark Invest just sell some Workhorse stock? And if they did, what does that really mean? What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we're speaking about something I didn't think I was going to be speaking about. So the first thing I want to say is that this isn't clickbait, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on. And I also don't ever want to push fear into the market, but you guys know I cover absolutely everything that goes on with this company in particular, and this is quite big. A lot of us have spoke about Ark Invest in regards to Workhorse many times in the past because they have been buying constantly for months and months now. So if you've ever used the website called Lucid Tracking, okay, we can see that Workhorse apparently sold 3,303 shares of Workhorse last Friday. Now the first thing I want to make clear is that is about 0.35% of their overall position, and in the last 2 weeks they've actually pumped more than $2 million into Workhorse stock. So right off the bat, it's a little bit weird, isn't it? I mean, why would they even bother selling such a small position? Is it portfolio management? Is it options? That's one theory I have right now. Because where this gets even more weird is, if you're like me, you'll get the Ark email sent out to you every single day, which explains what they bought and sell on every particular day. And no sales have shown up for last Friday as of yet. Now I will bring you through some of the small print and we may find out about these over the next day or two. But what's even more weird is there's been times where Ark's position has shown as greater and it also hasn't been included in these buy and sells. I was speaking with my Discord members earlier on and none of us know exactly what's going on, and that's why I also want to make this video. I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions. So that's what we're going to be going through today. I want to give my thoughts on the whole matter and why I definitely don't think it's any means for concern whatsoever as of right now, but it definitely is worth having a look at. Of course, we'll also just speak about Workhorse in general a little bit, recent price action as we always do. So right before we get into the video, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, my friend? I really would appreciate you. If you're new around here, please consider hitting that red subscribe button. It helps me out so much, my friends. And once you've watched this video till the end, drop me a comment, let me know what you think is happening, because this really is quite weird. With that being said, guys, into the video. So this is where I actually want to start it off. Some of you guys may have seen this website before. It's called lucidtracking.com. And essentially you can see everything that Ark is doing. So here you'll see their daily buys from the 23rd of October, because that's the most recent trading day. You see in the ARQ there was no change in buying, the ARKW there was in the ARK. And then if you scroll down a bit further, we can see the daily sells for the exact same day. Now, a lot was sold in the ARQ on this particular day. And if you look through it, there was a lot of very small sales made. I mean, Amazon 14 shares, lots of 100 and 200 shares, which for a company like Ark, it is really nothing. But what is of course after piquing my interest is this. We see Workhorse, okay, and they sold off 3,303 shares. However, the fund weight actually went up 0.01%. So it's weird. Is this just a portfolio balance? It's really tough to tell. Now, the other thing is, if it was exactly 3,300 shares, I would have assumed, you know, maybe it was an expired contract or something of the likes. But the fact that 3 is at the end just complicates things even more. And again, if you're like me, you get this email, and this is my email from Friday. You'll see here, October 23rd, 2020, and there is no mention of selling Workhorse. Now, if you come all the way down here to the disclosure, to the small print, there's a couple of sentences I want to show you guys. First thing is this: trade notification files are not provided until full trade execution at the end of the trading day, okay? But that's not even the most important thing. Files of trades are not comprehensive lists of a day's trades for Ark ETFs, but instead contain the most recent trades made in the Ark ETF's portfolio. So this should contain all of the trades. Additional files may be posted at a later time. So maybe Lucid Tracking is ahead of the Ark Invest emails here. Most Ark ETF portfolio trades settle on a T+2 basis. So maybe we'll find out more about this in the next day or two. It just so happened to come out on a Friday, so we had a lot of time to really think about this. And the reason I'm addressing this is because I got emails about it, and in general when I get emails about things, you know, there's some people worrying. Now, sadly, I do not have a close contact at Ark. I've emailed them once in the past and it took them like a week to get back to me, so I'm not going to be able to get a quick response. If anybody has a contact, maybe ask them exactly what's going on. But the fact again that it was 3,303 shares seems a little bit odd to me. Now, 3,303 shares probably sounds like a lot off the bat. Before this, Ark owned 848,771 shares. And more so than that, my friends, if I bring you back to a month ago, they had 649,000 shares. Today we're sitting on nearly 845,000 shares. They've added 200,000 shares in pretty much a month, my friends. So why would they even really bother selling 3%? Not 3%, sorry, 3,000 shares. Those 3,000 shares equate to about 0.35% of their total position. That is very, very, very insignificant, even when it comes to balancing a portfolio. Maybe I'm reading into this too much, but yeah, it seems very, very odd. And I would be extremely surprised if I don't see Ark buying more this week. So it really is very, very strange. So I mean, Lucid is telling us that we sold about 3,000 shares. It's not showing up in our email. It's nuts. So I want to make it very, very clear as of right now. This has not concerned me or worried me whatsoever. It is looking to me as if I go back to Lucid Tracking and we close this, they made a lot of sales in the Ark queue. So more than likely there is some aspect of a rebalance going on, especially when we consider the fact that Workhorse is technically a bigger position in their portfolio now than it was before all of these sales happened. I mean, we see them selling Apple, we see Amazon, we see some really big names, BYDDY, Cat, a lot of big names in there, and no buys. So I don't think we should necessarily be overanalyzing this. And again, if we actually have a look at the Ark K, I know this isn't where Workhorse is, on the same day, they bought a lot in the Ark K. Like, look at all of these different stocks that they were buying. So maybe it is just simply put some rebalancing. But I do want to yet again stress the fact I don't think this is anything to worry about, because I know a lot of people will get afraid if Ark Invest is to sell. But just keep in mind, this is literally 0.35% of their total position. For someone like me, that would equate to 1 share. If you own 10 shares of Workhorse, it's essentially nothing. So I do want to make that very clear. In my eyes, this isn't Ark selling, even if they did trim down a little bit. It looks like some just portfolio management, which is part of, you know, managing portfolios. Now, price action, my friends, it has been terrible. And let me tell you, I think I'm going to be buying more, which is very surprising. I really, really did not think I was going to be buying more Workhorse because it is such a big position in my portfolio already. But at these prices, after the sell-off we have seen, it's looking crazy. Now, if you've seen my recent videos, you'll know that I don't really plan on buying too much pre-election. I am very cash heavy right now. I have a lot of cash on the sidelines. I would like to clarify, that does not mean I have sold out of any of my positions. I have just been focused on making money and saving money, as opposed to making money and investing it straight away. I just want to stress that fact. I have not sold a single share despite being so cash heavy. But I mean, monthly chart for Workhorse, we're down over 30% in value. We are, as of right now, sub $2 billion in market cap. We were over $3 billion at one stage. On the 6-month chart, of course, they're still up absolutely massively, 675%. But we're coming back to these very interesting price ranges. Remember, for a long time, we kind of hovered between maybe $14.50 and $16.50 a share. And we're only about 15% away from those price ranges. That is crazy. Think about how much has happened for Workhorse since back here. How much new news has come out. It's insane. I'm not even going to go through all the catalysts. I've covered them all so many times. But this price action is nuts. I really didn't think I was going to buy more. Like, wholeheartedly didn't. But here we are. Now, with that being said, I haven't bought more today yet. I will keep an eye on it. I'm contemplating. But with the elections being so soon, I'm not going to jump too heavily into anything, regardless of whether it's Workhorse or it's Apple, or it's a dividend stock. No matter what it is, I'm just playing the patience game right now. But I'm really interested in hearing from you guys. I mean, what do you think is going on right now? I do think the next few days will tell us a lot. We'll see if it actually does come out in their emails, you know, if it does come out that they sold, or if it comes out that they've bought more. But what I do know is I will keep a very close eye on them. And what I also know is that they've bought pretty much 200,000 shares in the last month or so, people. So I really do not think that there is anything to panic about, especially when you consider they sold 0.35% of their position. It does really just like portfolio balancing to me. But aside from that, guys, not too much more to say about Workhorse. I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on this whole matter, because I know I'm getting a lot of questions about it, and I understand. It's quite scary to some people seeing Ark sell. But when you just think about it logically, when you look at how little they've actually sold, and then when you really look into it and see that they sold pretty much the large majority of a position in their RQ, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I mean, they even sold some of their Tesla, and we all know how Ark feels about Tesla. It does just look like a little bit of a rebalance. But anyway, my friends, that's just a really quick update. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched this video till the end, even though it probably was a very quick video, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. You mean the world to me. I know Workhorse is going through some tough stages. I mean, this is a swing trader's dream right now. I'm a long-term investor. This kind of thing is going to happen. Look at the whole market, guys. Everything is red. Everybody just got to chill out a little bit, especially if you're long-term. Are you going to remember this in 10 years? You know what I mean? Probably not. But also if you have watched, please let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Let me know if you have some more insight into what you think is actually happening, because we did speak about it in my Discord, and pretty much what I just spoke about is the conclusion most of us came to. If you enjoyed the video, maybe took some value and entertainment, please consider hitting that like button, drop me a comment down below and subscribing if you're new around here. And if you are interested, please hit that first link in the description and sign up to become a patron. That will give you full access to my private Discord group, which, as I just said in today's video, I've already spoken about this with those guys, and we all kind of kept a level head together and come up with thoughts on what's actually happening. But anyway, my friends, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you for another video very soon. Peace.